Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your Magic Moon message. And happy birthday, hip hop. Was out in the mountains, got to shoot some footage, so fully expect a music video out later today. Moon in Cancer, Sun in Leo. We are completing this transit, which is getting ready to fully activate your life force energy. Every year during a new moon in Leo, it is a social integrative activation of your life force energy. But the quality with which this is going to hit is with a Uranus and Jupiter square in Taurus. And a lot of that sounds like jargon, so let me make sense of that for you. Your ability to harness your own natural energy that flows from your body is going to be more noticeable and applicable than ever before. And that's what leads us to the 12th house nature of this transit, Transcendence. About 28 days ago, when the moon was last in Cancer and we had this new moon there, opposite Pluto, square the nodes, you began to activate supernatural psychic powers that forced you into the direction of alignment that you're destined to be in. And the very important thing about this is that now that this is back in this position, the nature with which you personally, almost straight doxed myself again, the nature with which you personally feel, right, with the moon in Cancer, the understanding of your gang relative to the understanding of your feelings 28 days ago is going to account for a definitive shift in how much more you believe in what you're capable of. Why? Because the quality with which you can feel your life force energy, the quality of it, everything you can do with it is now expressing itself in integrative fashion. Remember, 28 days ago when the moon was in Cancer, the sun was in the individual Cancer sign. So this was the final brick. If integration requires 4 key pieces, last month was you activating that 4th and final key piece. And now this new moon is the first activation of beginning to put all those 4 pieces together with the addition of a 5th piece, your heart, okay? Your spirit, Aries, your body, Taurus, your mind, Gemini, and your soul, your emotions, Cancer. We start to put that together through the heart, and that's what's going to fully integrate this Virgo season where we have our montage scene. And not only do we put all the real pieces together, but we step into the full mastery of our recently evolved beings as we process literally, figuratively, physically, digitally, spiritually, energetically, economically, the end of the motherfucking world. Russia and China have been creeping up on U.S. land, and the Russia-Ukraine arc is reaching its end, and the 2024 elections are coming up. So there's really not that much time at all, as the next 6 months coming out of the eclipse will be a straight shot, possibly into the road to World War III, but I'm not here to speculate and give you mundane astrology. This is a magic spell. I am Magic Mike, aka your favorite magician. So let's get a real understanding of why this one transit is going to literally transform your psychological acceptance of the supernatural abilities that you have up to this point fully put together. And with the sun that's squaring Jupiter and Uranus, the seeds you planted in the ground 3 to 4 months ago are starting to sprout. And you are experiencing this individual evolution as you starting to express it on stage. Now you're gaining courage to show the world what the fuck you're made of. Free Tory lanes, by the way. Other than that, yeah, I said it. Free Tory! Free Tory! Free Tory! Free Tory! Free Tory! All right. Other than that, my bad. My good. You're good. You're welcome. Anyway, yes. I had to, actually his moon's in Cancer and sun's in Leo. I didn't even realize. But what's really, really key here is that the doubts that will arise will remind you of what you are stepping into versus what you have already completed. So when we step into a balsamic phase, we're revisiting the new moon of the month prior, and that shift of experience is what's going to arise old doubts so that you can shift the way you feel with this sense of belief, which is why infinity surrender. You must surrender to not only the emotions that come up, but in the dark of this moon, it is still going to be opposite Pluto and square the North Node in Aries. So this is going to give you even further of a strengthened awareness of what direction you're taking this badass character who at this point is getting ready to fully activate your supernatural talents. Supernatural power in Cancer, and now creating a talent based on this power and abilities in Leo, and then perfecting that talent into a technique in Virgo. So let's actually talk about Virgo, because I think Virgo is going to be very important coming into the next few years. And I'm going to mention this in the Virgo monthly peace report. The Virgo season over the next 2 years is simulating the end of the world. The Virgo season coming into 2025 is society's look at what this new world order is. Aries' 8th house is Virgo. Saturn and Neptune in Aries is going to transform society, all right, with everything that's happening now over the next 2 years to get there. So that means it's happening now over the next 2 years. And this is where that moon to Cancer is going to help you trine Saturn and Neptune and give you a feel for what the fuck is to come. But that sextile to Virgo will help you properly analyze how to ground that in your real experience, so you're not feeling metaphysical properties and entities, and you're able to balance it with how that plays out here for real. Remember, and this is something that's so very beautiful and something to keep in mind for Leo and Sagittarius, the light that you see, the spectrum of light and electromagnetic. And before I even say that, people are evil out here. So like, stop trying to compete with evil people. They're beneath you. God is giving you the authority to trample over serpents and scorpions. Other people have chosen the world because of the quick fame and power it gains. These bitches are not on your level. Stop trying to make these motherfuckers on your level by acknowledging these peasants in any way. You're infinity, gang. You're infinite. Let's get that shit out the way. You are able to perceive within a bandwidth of frequencies. The light, and this is the dopest, coolest thing about light. And if you're a fire sign, talk your shit. Let the air signs talk your shit. But if you're a fire sign, rep that shit, because a lot of people cannot see you. This applies to any fire energy, okay? Light is only visible within a limited spectrum to human beings, and maybe other beings as well. There's only a small limited perspective, literally less than 1% of light. The frequencies, the electromagnetic frequency range of light that is visible to you is less than 1%. That means there's 99% of frequencies that exist that you can't even see, fucking with you right now, trolling you, showing you synchronicities. Science does not acknowledge these outside frequencies as conscious and sentient, but those of you with your third eye open, your mind's eye, that do not need your physical eyes to see it. When you see these other frequencies, it's not with your physical eyes because they can't see it. It's not within that range, which is beautiful, because if we could, we'd be blinded by the literal light. Our subconscious is able to filter out what's not needed, right? But just think about that concept. Sagittarius ascends you into that wisdom, where that's godhood, being able to now incorporate the broader spectrum of the metaphysical. And that's what brings us to Pisces, okay? So the moon sextile to Virgo is going to help you understand how to practically feel your way out based on how this transcendence of how you feel about your talents and your life force and what you could do with your life force energy and what kind of energy you can harness and the physical effects and attributes it enhances your body with is going to help you begin to change your behavior before the moon goes into Virgo, during the sun in Leo, and manifest this change of behavior relative to actually bringing reality to our life force. In like 6 days, by the time like the moon is in Virgo, after the new moon, you are manifesting for real the quality of your life force. This is still putting you in a position to do that, but you're having to overcome any self-doubt relative to what you didn't believe about yourself before, because now you can do, and now you can believe in it. Because of the water sign nature of this, like, there's nothing in Aquarius, there's nothing in Gemini, there's nothing in Libra. There's really no need to objectify or make rational elements of what it is you're experiencing. You want to get more deep into your feelings and delve into that fish-tarded illogicalness. Even the fact that I said illogicalness like it's a real word. Don't necessarily limit yourself by the constraints and the expectations of bitch ass society. I'm not even acknowledging society. I'm calling it bitch ass society. Don't acknowledge the restraints of society and others from the outside looking in who are idiots, and you'll know they're idiots because they make assumptions about you from the outside looking in, which only makes an ass out of them, not you. That's how you're supposed to say it. Don't assume. It makes an ass out of you, not me. Not and me. I have nothing to do with that shit. So other than that, this is gonna be amazing. The fated quality of this is going to force you, T-square, all right, Cancer, Capricorn, Aries, it's going to force you to not be a bitch and to really step up and to take actions that you want to take. This is Leo season. Remember, Leo season wants to know if you're a fucking loser or if you actually got it like that. So that when Leo puts you on stage, you're not going to get nervous like a little pussy bitch. You're not going to get scared. Like, I don't know if I'm worth it. You already know you're worth it. We finished Taurus season. So go out there, show your stuff. Moon in Cancer is like the makeup artist that gets you ready for the big show when you walk in the red carpet during the new moon. And you know what time it is. It's time to, get ready to share your heart. And so the deep psychological, psychic understanding is going to bring to your consciousness facets and facts about yourself that maybe have been hard to believe. It's been hard to feel it. This is going to help you feel it. And so if you get too caught up in your head, overthinking it, shut the fuck up and just feel it. I'm saying this to myself more to you, okay? And like, because most people are evil as shit, yeah, I said it. And I don't know how to judge other people, but because most people don't do that inner work to really be honest with their own shadow and they just project it on other people, this is going to be one of them transits in the dark of the moon opposite Pluto. Just eviscerate people on sight and don't argue with idiots who refuse to understand or accept you. You'll just be wasting your time allowing energy vampires to drain that motherfucking energy. What you want to do instead is to literally come from the deepest, most sincere place within you, even if that place is a dark place and it might turn certain people off. That's the challenge. Don't fake the funk just to get out of an uncomfortable experience, or it will bite you several times in the nyash. What you want to also do is, through the trine to Neptune and Saturn, this is going to construct such a beneficial flow of feeling how much more to now make obsolete intuitive means of discerning situations and also activating your life force energy. It's going to take elements of what you've practiced and just have you do it like that. So I hope you enjoy this transit. You know how I do. I keep them coming. I am so grateful for your feedback. Reading your comments are literally the best every time. And everything that you guys say, the synchronicities and experiences you have, they really help me know how to see how this is affecting everyone and how you guys, feel about it too. You definitely want to be more vocal about the very weird or strange things that may not make sense until you say it to bring it life. Because a lot of what you don't understand now, by the time we step post new moon, will be very glaringly aware. Also, don't let your external 3D environment dictate how you feel inside. Because if you do, the shit will fuck you up. And you want to remember you're a conscious creator. And just don't be a bitch, okay? Please do not be a little wimp. Remember that you can change the situation at will, and you want to really bring your courage towards these situations like you're the main character, so that with this special understanding, it redefines, old situations that'll be obsolete because you're bringing a new energy to it. We're getting ready to bring in a new energy socially to things, and this is going to really take into account how much you've grown. You stay blessed as always, ladies and gentlemen. That sextile to Uranus and Jupiter, it's going to take you there. It's going to enable you to feel things you've never felt before. Run with it and make it yours. Don't try and do what anyone else is doing. You're the main character, and so what about you makes you unique? Why should I keep watching your movie? That type of thing. Godspeed, and until next time, peace.